Well, welcome back to the Decorative Lounge. This is your girl Nikki here, your creative conductor here at P&G Creates. So this video is inspired by a video I did about having creative blocks. If you haven't watched it, please click at the link above, and it will also be at the end if you just want to watch all the way to the end. So I decided I needed inspiration. So inspiration was the tool here. That was the focal point. So because it was on the road, I wanted to make a thumbnail that was inspiring to match what it was. So if you know me, I got to make sure all my stuff has the right size font so we can get it. So that's 120. I did this in presentation form because I need a bigger canvas to create on. And I'll show you at the end, stay to the end so you can see why. So let's really get started in here. So what you're seeing is for the text box. So if you're new to Canva, this is a great tutorial for you to actually see how thumbnails can be created. Okay. It doesn't take a lot of work, but it does take a little bit of creativity. And this is great for those that believe they need to have a designer's eye, but you really don't. This is just so that you can learn how to use what you have. So let's really jump into this real quick. All right. So let's look for something to make what they call the billboard, right? So you know what a billboard looks like. Under Canva, it's easy to just write what it is that you're looking for, as I'm doing here. Some of these did not speak to me, but if you watch the video where we were talking about creative blocks, in Canva, you have the picturesque kind, and then you'll have like a cartoon kind. And you just have to figure out which one it is that you're actually going for. So here's just a few of them to look at. So you get an idea of what I mean by cartoon. There's digital, there's techno, whichever fits, whatever your design is, use it, right? So we're looking at some of these and they really aren't moving me quite like that. So what you do is you can create your own. I love creating my own. So what I did was I took the shapes box out of Canva, and I made it just what I want. The color, which is green, and I did backwards. Backwards just brings the font forward, of course. And then you want to make sure you have it to match exactly what the image is supposed to look like. So a guide information sign is what those signs are in the street. And I was driving and I was like, you know what? I'm on 95, so let's get some road signs. So it's not called a road sign for what I'm looking for. It's actually, interstate. Let's go back and get you an interstate sign. So how about that one? They have them for you. Route 66. Nope, I was actually driving on Interstate 95 in Philadelphia. So if you missed the video, go back and check it out. And don't forget to subscribe so when a video drops, you'll be able to connect and see any other videos that I have going forward. So here's the part where you want to size it up, maybe have a nice background, stuff like that. Let's see, any other road signs I want to add? This is underneath the photos to make it your background. Well, this isn't bad. So you get the idea that this could be a thumbnail, right? You're on the road because it matches what I'm actually talking about. I'm on the road. I'm physically driving while I'm giving inspiration of creative blocks, right? So that's how you do it for yourself. If you just want something simple, of course, you can add your name, add your photo, however you see fit. And that's what this one is. So I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to do one built off the photos from Canva. So I like this one. This one gives you a little bit of a road to play with, but you also happen to have to play with the wording. So notice how the billboard in the back is a little fast, I know. It's in the back and it's slanted slightly. So you have to then play with the little arrow underneath the text box to get it to shape so it looks like it's centered. So if you can see, it's kind of tilted. So you can go back and get all the things that you did, get your interstate, and then you can play with your font until you get it to where you want it. Let's take a look. This is the part where I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted it to say. So this is the beauty of being creative. You know, you can put anything you want where you want it and it be yours, right? So here I was like, you know what? Let's do some logos. You know, but you got to find one that really speaks to you. Ha! Burger King spoke to me. Who don't like a Whopper with cheese, right? So I started thinking hotel signs to add on there. And of course, certain ones will not be on Canva. You might want to create your own hotel or stuff like that. But, you know, and then of course, there's certain ones that's just not licensed to be with Canva. But Walmart, Target, love Target, you know. So you can put them underneath your guide information sign. So, you know, always try to find out what you want by name. If you can't think by name, again, go outside of it and see what cool things are around it. So that's this. I'll fix these words a little bit more. You'll know exactly when it's right. So I started playing with the text to see if I could find the shadow is what you want, and you make the color behind it black, just so that the words pop out on the billboard, just like it does when you're actually driving. These words were like something. So, all right. So we're getting it, you know, spacing it out a little bit towards the point that we want it. And here's the fun part, where you want to add a photo of you. Find your best photo. So now's the part where we start trying to look for the photos in our gallery, right? So we're going to use this one. It looks like I'm doing something special, right? So what we're doing in Canva, if you have Canva Pros, you're able to remove the background. So it takes a couple seconds, but it's really worth it when you finally get it off. Ta-da! So there I am, and that's with my remove the background. It comes free with your subscription to Pro, and of course you can pretty much place it anywhere you want, or how big as you want, you know, you want it, and things like that. So that's definitely where you want to be. And then you always have to figure out if that really works for you. If it doesn't work for you, I like to try like 2 or 3 pictures first to see if it's really what I want. So let me try this one. No, because I don't really like that photo of me per se. So I'm not going to use that one. So I'm going to make this bigger, so it look like I'm out and I'm traveling and I'm doing the world. And so that's what this is. So what I wanted you to see at the end is that I'm going to name this thumbnail, so I know exactly what it is, right? But I didn't use a thumbnail setting for Canva. I used presentation because I like to make sure I have enough canvas space to actually create what it is I want to create. All right. So what you do is you go over to the portion that says resize. And there's a bunch of them underneath of there. Pick up whichever one you want. I'm just going to type in thumbnail. And you see YouTube thumbnails. Now what you'll see is it'll automatically resize for my thumbnails. So you don't have to delete it and go back like you used to. You can just easily click that and then you're good to go. And then you see all the other sample ones over to your left underneath Canva. So that's the biggest parts of what happened. So now we're going to see what happens here. All right, so now it's time to save it. Change the name so you can remember what it is you put it as, and you want to use the PNG. I mean, yeah, that way you can do that. There's different ones you can use, but for what you want to do, that's what you do. Just download. And it's going to do its thing. And voila. You now have your saved version of your stuff. So hopefully you got a lot from this tutorial. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment in the bottom, and I will definitely see you guys on the next video.